I'm Jen Brand, and I am here with Miss Louisa Jaffe. She is one of our 2012 Woman of Distinction finalists. It is such a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me.
Absolutely. So, Louisa, tell us a little bit about your company. I keep saying tape, 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 but I'm not sure everyone out there knows what that stands for and how you started this amazing company.
Well, that's a very big question, and I'll answer it as fast as I can. TAPE is a women-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned government contracting business. And we are systems engineers. We design and implement systems for the Army, the Navy, Department of Homeland Security, the VA, and the Department of Defense. That's an overview of what we do. I started the business with my husband, Bill Jaffe, and I met him when I was originally in the Women's Army Corps, and then I was on active duty in the Army, and then I was in the Army Reserves for 28 years. I met Bill Jaffe just as I was getting off of active duty, and I was bemoaning the fact that I had to get out of the Army. And he introduced me to the concept of government contracting. So the more I learned about it, the more it was a perfect blend for me of my military and my business background. So a year later, or a year and a half later, he and I did the only logical thing under the circumstances. We got on a plane and we went to Las Vegas and we got married with Elvis. That means that I get to be the CEO and president and 51% owner, so that works for me. And so he and I have been in business for 8.5 years now, and grown the business from just the two of us. Our first year we did $135,000 worth of hard-won revenue, and last year we finished at $26.5 million. So we now have 170 employees and 40 subcontractors. So we've been growing.
Absolutely. So what's the secret to success? I mean, you have so much in your background in your personal life, from your father's influence of being in the military, and being in DC, you definitely can see the impacts of that, the discipline that you're taught in the military, the focus, the drive. I imagine a lot of those things carry over into your business, but what would you say is your secret to success?
Well, my father, you mentioned, was in the Army Air Corps in World War II, and he was the ordnance officer who loaded the atom bomb into the Enola Gay. And so we had a very proud military history in my family, and that's certainly been a driver of me wanting to do all I can do to support the Army. And then I was myself in the military, as I just said. But if I were to boil it down to one thing, I would boil it down to a technology that was developed by Catherine Kramer and Hank Wozniak in their book called Change the Way You See Everything. And that technology is asset-based thinking. And we use asset-based thinking at every level of our company, from the executive level on down. I give a copy of that book to every employee, and I explain to them how important it is to take every situation and treat it as an asset, and to help every customer treat their situation as an asset. If I were to boil down our success to one thing, it would be asset-based thinking.
Well, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about your business and yourself. What would you say to a woman business owner or potential woman business owner who's sitting on the fence thinking about whether or not to tiptoe over and take that big risk, take that big jump? You've done this. You've faced these challenges before in your life, and you've decided and you've put your effort that way. What kind of bits of wisdom would you share with someone who's considering that or in the early stages of starting their own company?
What I would say to you, if you want to start a business, go for it. I don't say that with a blind optimism. This is America. We have a constitution that protects the free enterprise system, and the free enterprise system is magnificent. It means that anyone can make it who wants to. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying there won't be difficulties, but you can do it. If I did it, you can do it, and I would encourage you to go for it.
And tough question, because you have faced challenges in your business and you've overcome them. You have grown your company year after year exponentially, which is remarkable. So what would you, advice or suggestions you would give to someone who's in the throes of a challenging economy or a challenging industry that they may be struggling with and debating, how do I keep moving forward? Do I keep moving forward? What kind of motivation or inspiration could you offer to someone like that?
That's not a tough question. It's a good question, though. And what I would say is a tough economy just means it isn't going to be easy. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It may mean that you have to make changes in the way you do things to reach your market. And it may mean, and it probably does mean, you have to really differentiate yourself. So you have to be very clear, why am I better at doing this business than any of my competitors are? What value do I bring to my customers and my potential customers that no one else does? And that's, so making money in difficult economic times just means you have to be smarter, you have to try harder, and you have to keep going. But women are used to doing that anyway, so it should come naturally.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations again on being a 2012 Woman of Distinction finalist. We look forward to you being involved with NAWBO and being part of this event with us. So congratulations, you definitely deserve it.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here.